Hey guys, Senior Thesis Bart here, back with another review for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3, Episode 4, I believe, The Devils You Know. So this wasn't my favorite episode this season. It did a good job of moving the plot forward, but it felt very stagnant at the same time. Like it was juggling too many things and let the ball drop in areas I'd like to see more of. But hopefully next week and moving forward, we'll get back to that. So the main plot was that the ATCU is teaming up with the Shield agents, and they discover more about Lash. Long story short, Lash is a person who can transform between the state we see him in and a human state. Now, who that human is, they throw shade at the ATCU and one of the main guys there. But I'm not entirely sure. I have a funny theory in my head. I don't think it's the case, but that's like Coulson or Mac or someone. Probably not Mac because Lash saw Mac, but like Coulson, and he's just going out and he doesn't know he is. Kind of like how in season 2 he was writing all the symbols which were actually mapped. This might be another side effect of touching the stone, where because of his previous infection of Kree blood, he now kind of has a Jekyll and Hyde split personality thing. That being said, I don't think it's the case. That's just fun speculation for the sake of fun speculation. Um, what else happens? That took up a lot of the plot. Ward, you get to see more of Ward's Hydra. The Nick going in to Hunter. Sorry, Nick Blood is the actor's name. Lance Hunter, I think, is the character's name. But Hunter goes in and gets over his head. He's been working with Hydra for a bit. Now he finally gets to meet the director. Yes, Ward is calling himself the director of Hydra because he's doing a shield kind of imitation. And that plays out well. It moved a bit fast. I mean, because of how small Hydra is, it makes sense that he'd be meeting the lead person so soon. But I thought it moved quicker than I expected. Surprise, surprise, May comes in to save the day. They don't kill Ward, and Ward escapes. Now, this is interesting because May reports back to Coulson, and she sees Coulson and her husband Andrew working together on the Inhumans thing. And Andrew is not. It's awkward between May and Andrew, and you wonder, it's like they left so happily. What happened between them? And it turns out Andrew up and left her as she did their marriage, and so we don't know the specifics of that. But he's like, "I'm sorry, I left the wrong way. We can try. Can we try again?" And she's like, "No, we're even now. I left you. You left me. Let's just call it there." But then later, Andrew is taken hostage by Ward's Hydra agents, especially Strucker Jr., and they burn down the building he's in and apparently knock him out. We only see his suit pants, and then the fire reach the gasoline, and that's it. But I'm not 100% convinced he's dead, because if he is, I'm going to have problems with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., because they have had 3 black men on the show, and they have killed off 2 of them if this is the case. Because they have, spoiler alerts if you're not caught up, Mac, we believed he was dead, and we were mad, and then it just turned out he was being mind controlled. Triplet, they killed off. Andrew, if they kill him off, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you're going to have some problems. So we're going to have to wait next week to see. Now, on another side, Bobby and Jimma bond more, which is nice, but it's like they're both having to deal with keeping secrets and having loved ones around them keep secrets. So Bobby is helping Simmons about going back to the planet that she was struck on and why she needs to. And Fitz is just trying to be a support, but he doesn't know, and he feels really, really hurt by this. While Bobby has to deal with the fact that Hunter's in over his head and she physically cannot help him. And so that kind of comes to a head in the end where Fitz figures out about Simmons trying to go back, and he's like, "Why are you trying to go back?" And she never explains. But fortunately, the next episode deals with what happened to her on the planet. So that'll be really cool to see. On the other side, a lot of just Mac and Daisy questioning Coulson with working with Rosalind, which is interesting because my question is, when are Coulson and Rosalind going to start sleeping together if they already aren't? Because they have some chemistry and things are gonna become a thing. So it'll be interesting to see when that happens. Other than that, a couple fights with Lash, a couple moments of treachery. I can't really think of if anything else happened this episode. But if so, let me know. And I'll give the episode a 7.5 out of 10. Not the best, not the worst, but I'm excited to see the next episode of like what actually happened to Simmons when she was on the planet and how that affected her. So that'll be really fun to see. So that's it for this review, and this is Senior Thesis Bart signing off.